Hello everyone, we should hopefully be live over on the Facebook page and on YouTube. Welcome to today's Facebook Live. Hopefully you are all joining me 2 o'clock in the UK, but I can see we've got visitors from Australia and Madeira, I think was another one. So thank you everyone for joining me. Oh, I've just seen North Carolina as well. So, Happy New Year! This is the first Facebook Live of 2023, which is super exciting. I've actually got some assistance today. So, Rebecca is in and she is going to answer your questions in the comments as I do the Facebook Live. So, thank you everyone for joining me. I'm going to give you a few more minutes just to let everyone kind of join us, find where the stream is, and yeah, hopefully see you all very soon. Right then, so we are going to get started. Today is going to be all about the brand new products, the Blooming Frames collection that we are going to be launching on the website at 6 o'clock tonight. And I know that's what you have all tuned in for to see. We've got a new little setup as well going on in our craft room today. So we've been building IKEA furniture all week. So I've got a brand new table. Anyone who's been watching my lives for a little while will know that my previous table did have a hole in because my overhead camera fell down. So let's hope that doesn't happen today. But yes, so we've got a brand new setup. I've got lots of new goodies to show you. So I really hope that you enjoy today's Facebook Live. You've probably seen some little sneak peeks on the Facebook page and also on Instagram about the new products that are launching tonight at 6 o'clock. This is it's a very small but perfectly formed collection. So it's going to be brilliant for mixing and matching with all of your flower images and your butterflies and all such like that you've probably already got. But it's just going to be a brilliant mixing and matching collection. So thank you everyone for joining me. Hello to Anne, hello to Michelle, hello to Nina, Amanda. Thank you all so much. I can see your comments on the screen, so keep sending them through. So today's Facebook Live, I'm going to explain about the brand new Blooming Frames collection. I'm going to explain when you can order it and all those details as well. And I'm going to show you exactly how to use it too. So I think it's time that we kind of dive on in and I show you some of these fabulous new products. Okay, so we have got dies and we've got a brand new paper pad as well. So what I think I'll probably do is pop the overhead camera in so that you can see exactly how this all looks. So I'm going to pop the overhead camera in. I feel like I'm really reaching now. It's such a bigger table. Okay then, so we're going to start with the 8x8 Blooming Border die set. And you can see how beautiful this is. It is going to be fabulous for using on your 8x8 card blanks, for doing your mats and layers, for creating those lovely decorative edges as well. It's going to be absolutely fabulous. We've got all of these little flowers as well in the middle that you're going to be able to mix and match with and use in the centres of your flowers. And then you've got the little 4 stitched edges as well. So if I flip that over, you have got loads of dies within this set. In total, I think it is 13. Yes, it is. And of course, as with all of our 8x8 die sets, it comes on a magnetic sheet as well. And on that note, our fabulous raspberry pink storage binders are back in stock. So I'm sure that lots of you will be adding those into your basket tonight, ready to put these new goodies in. So I've got a board cut with the 8x8 die as well to show you exactly how this layers up. So you can see how you've got your different frames. So you've got your large outer frame here with that beautiful kind of floral design here. This looks absolutely amazing if you glitter it up with your Crystalina glitter. Run your chisel tip glue pen along the side. It looks absolutely fabulous. You've then got your next layer, which has got the fabulous little pierced kind of border just along the side. I don't know whether the camera's picking that up all that well. There we go. I'll hold it up so you can see it a little bit closer. But you can see how it looks like a 4 stitched border. Really, really lovely. And then you've got the next one in, which is like a smaller version of that larger frame with that beautiful, delicate kind of floral border. Adding all of your little sparkles into the middle of these flowers looks fabulous too. Then you've got a little pierced square frame. And then you've got another one where you've just got 2 sides with the border. So you can be using that in different ways. That looks fabulous with the sentiment on. It's really, really lovely. Then you've got another stitched border. and then you've got a smaller frame with that beautiful border all the way around, a little pierced border, a stitched border, and then you've got those 4 flowers in the middle, which is absolutely beautiful. They are so, so lovely, and they're going to be perfect for matting and layering on your projects. Of course, as with all of our die sets, these are going to mix and match with your 8x8 basic squares as well. So if you've got those in your craft box at home, they're going to work perfectly with these too. So that is your 8x8 blooming border die set. I nearly said blooming frames there, but that's the name of the collection. I was getting confused. So that's your 8x8 blooming border. Next up, which one do I show you next? I'm going to go for the floral lace border because this is absolutely beautiful and I can't wait to show you this one. So it's a really beautiful die set that comes in 3 pieces. So you've got this lovely kind of floral lace border here. Then you've got your 2 cutting edges that are separate. So what that means is you can take the border and you can cut it into your card. So you can cut it as like a decorative panel and pop your glitters and all such like behind. Or you can use the 2 border edges lined up with this and cut it out as a strip too. And what we've done is we've done a little board to show you exactly what we mean by this. So if I bring this in, you can see how we've got the border cut into the card here. So we've used it to create this beautiful background, and then you've got the lovely kind of mirror card behind there too. You've then got the strip just down the side here. So you can use your 2 border edges to do that, or if you want, you can use just one of the border edges, line it up on the edge of your card, and you can be creating these beautiful kind of lace edged cards, which are beautiful. Again, adding your glitters onto these for wedding cards, dare I say it, these are going to be absolutely beautiful. Pop some vellum behind as well. You can use these in so many different ways. So that's your floral lace border. Next up in this little collection, we have got the floral lace background. Are you noticing a theme here? We've got a lot of floral and a lot of lace going on, which is fabulous. So in this set, you have got 4 metal dies. So you've got the lovely outer border, and this set is going to fit through your A5 die cutting machines as well, just to point that out. You've got that lovely border, which is similar to the 8x8 one. Then you've got a straight edge die, you've got a pierced edge die, and you've got the lovely detailed die as well in here. Absolutely beautiful. Again, you can be cutting this into your card, you can be putting your glitters behind, you can be putting vellum behind, you could be using glass micro beads behind. It is going to look absolutely beautiful. It's such a lovely, lovely die set. And just to give you an idea of what you can be doing with this as well, we've got one where we've put all the elements out to show you. And I have got finished samples that I'm going to show you with all of this too. But you can see how we've got that lovely panel cut into the card. You've then got the little kind of pierced border just around the edge there. And then you've got that lovely floral border just on the outside too. So it's a really beautiful die set. So that one is your floral lace background, which is going to be brilliant for creating so many different things. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Again, just by adding a sentiment in the middle of there, adding a couple of flowers onto the corner, it's going to look absolutely fabulous. Next up, we have got the beautiful little floral lace diamond, and I love this die. It is so nice for creating, you can build the diamonds up into a background like a patchwork, or you can be using this to create a little plaque to put your sentiments on as well. It is absolutely stunning. So you've got your outer diamond edge, which has got your little 4 stitched edge round as well. You've then got your inner diamond, which has got that gorgeous kind of floral lace design on. And you've also got the beautiful diamond in the middle, again with that little 4 stitched edge. So it's going to look really, really pretty on your project. It's an absolutely gorgeous die set, and it's a really nice size as well. Perfect for using on your 8x8, 6x6, 7x7. It's going to work on all of those different sizes for you too. It's a really lovely die set, and just something a little bit different as well. Because I think the diamond's a shape that you maybe don't see that often in die sets, but it is actually really, really lovely. So if I bring our board back in again, you can see where we've got the little diamond cut out. It just looks absolutely beautiful. So by doing your layers and kind of your mirror card or your pearl card, it really shows the detail off in those dies. And of course, if you want to, you can kind of leave the card in the die and you can be inking the edges on your projects too, which works so well. Oh yes, Betty, I love that idea. That's a fabulous one. So these would be great for diamond wedding anniversary cards. That would be absolutely fab. Yes, it would be perfect for that actually. Brilliant idea. Thank you for sharing that one. But again, what you can be doing is with the little flowers around the edge, you can be adding your little jewels into the middle if you want to. If you want to add a little bit of glitter onto there, of course you can do as well. It's just such a lovely, lovely die set. So those are the dies that we've got in this collection. Like I say, it is small but perfectly formed. But not only have we got dies, we needed to bring you a beautiful paper pad as well. So this is called the Floral Dreams paper pad. This has been printed in the UK as well. It's a really lovely quality paper pad. If you've had any of our printed paper pads before, you will know how fabulous these are. The quality is so nice. They are perfect for inking, perfect for stamping onto, perfect for die cutting. They're just fabulous. We absolutely love working with these paper pads. So if I just have a little flick through to show you some of the designs, there are some really nice kind of pastel-y colours in here. They're all double-sided as well. So you can be using this plain side to stamp your flowers onto if you want to. And then you've got all of the beautiful patterns in here too. The patterns are really nice and kind of subtle. This butterfly one is absolutely beautiful. So if we just have a little look through, we've got lovely fresh greens in here, which is nice, a little bit different, lovely for spring as well. We've got the kind of watercolour wash effects, which we know that you all love. We've got gingham in here, which is fabulous, always lovely for spring, I think, gingham. We've got some really pretty papers as well. We've got some where they've got the little border, and if you are, this is a little sneak peek actually. I'm just gonna let it out there now. If you are loving this border on the paper pad, this may be coming as a stamp very soon as well. So it's a really lovely paper pad that's going to work with things going forward as well. You've got kind of little floral dot designs in here. We've got watercolour washes again. So you've got a nice kind of selection within this beautiful paper pad. I mean, look at that with the butterflies. I love that one. And then we've got like really nice kind of subtle designs. So you've got little flowers on here, but you've got the swirls in the background as well. And then because you've got the coordinating plain colour, it works so well. And we were actually just talking about this, about doing just a plain kind of printed colour paper pad. It would just look so lovely. So if we have a little flick through, we've got more of the watercolour-y type ones. This is beautiful with the little flowers around the edge as well. Really lovely. And this is really pretty as well, the teardrop style one. Then we've got the happy birthday as well. Watercolour, those butterflies. I love this one. Absolutely gorgeous. Some more gingham. This is a lovely one as well. Really pretty. Can you see how delicate the patterning is on this one? Really lovely. So what I'm going to do is, that is your beautiful paper pad. So you've got 48 sheets in there, 24 designs, 2 sheets of each. And yeah, it's just absolutely fabulous. It's such a lovely quality paper pad as well. Inking it, embossing it, it takes your heat embossing really well. It's just absolutely fabulous. So we've got the brand new paper pad. We've got the 8x8 die set, which is this one here. We have got the beautiful floral lace border, which is lovely. We have got the floral lace diamond as well, and we have got that floral lace background. So I'm not going to talk to you about individual prices. Everything will be on the website at 6 p.m. tonight. But as always, we will be doing an I Need It All bundle, and I have got the details for that one too, which I'm going to pop up for you. So let me pop in the I Need It All bundle. Here we go. So individually, everything will come to £77.95. But we are doing an I Need It All bundle where you save just over 20%, so you get everything for £61.99. Now, the only thing is, with I Need It All, they do normally come out in a pink box. With this one, it won't be. It'll be coming out in an envelope to you because that's the best way to package this one. It gets a little bit lost in the box and we don't want that beautiful paper pad to get damaged. So if you want to go for the I Need It All collection, it'll be available on the website at chloescreativecards.co.uk from 6 p.m. tonight. If you want to buy individually, of course you can do as well, or dare I say, if you want to add in an extra paper pad, of course you can do. But this is that kind of collection where you're going to be able to mix and match it with all of the flowers and all of the beautiful designs that we've already got in our collection. And I'm going to show you that with the finished samples now. So I'm going to pop some little sneak peek at some finished samples in for you to have a little look at. So let me just slide these ones in. And I'm going to grab the finished samples from behind me and I'm going to walk you through. Right then, so as you can see, I have gathered up all of the finished samples from behind me and I've now got them on my desk ready to show you all. So we've got some fabulous cards from Rebecca and also there's a couple that I've done and there are some beautiful cards from Christine McMillan as well. And this is the first kind of set of cards that she's done for the design team. So Christine has loved working with these, as I'm sure you'll see from the finished samples. I have got some fabulous samples from Barbara and Ruth as well. But they've actually mixed and matched them with a collection that's coming up very soon. So we were going to launch it as one huge collection, but we just decided to split it into two slightly smaller collections because this one just works so well as a standalone. So you will see their samples maybe in a couple of months' time. Okay then, so I'm going to pop the overhead camera in and I'm going to bring some finished samples in to show you. So I'm going to grab this one in first. Let me flip the camera. There we go. So this one is from Rebecca and she has used the gorgeous floral lace background die here, which is so pretty. It's a really beautiful die. We've then used the little border insert as well and we've used the Sending Smiles sentiment in the middle from one of our previous stamp collections. And this is the Summerflower Trio die in the corner as well. So it all works so well and mixes and matches so beautifully. This one here is using the paper pads as well in the background to get that lovely pretty butterfly background. Next up we have got a card from Christine and this is using the Grande Summer Flower and you can see how beautiful that then looks. Adding your glitter under here, really building up those mats and layers, and look at how she's added the little sequins into the background as well. It really does look so lovely. So that one is from Christine. Next up, if you love creating your DL projects, that floral lace border is going to be absolutely perfect for you. It is such a lovely image, really nice and detailed, and you can cut it into the card as well. Like as you can see here, you can then pop your glitters behind and really kind of bling this up. The flower that's being used on this one is the Christmas Magnolia, again proving that that's not just for Christmas, it's for all year round, and I'm going to use that on my demos as well today. Next up, we've got one from Glynis. Oh, of course, Glynis has done some as well. I didn't give Glynis a shout out at the beginning, did I? So this is a beautiful one, and she's written this one up for the blog as well. So we've got the lovely floral lace border going down the side, and you can see how she's cut it away from the side of the card blank as well, which is so lovely. We've then got the sunflower trio to use to build up the flowers, and she's used one of our previous paper pads as well on this one. Looks really, really lovely. Next up, let me grab, oh, I have to show this one. This is one from Christine, and it is done in that gorgeous azalea pink colour. So we've got the lovely the Christmas magnolia, sorry, in the corners, built up, really adding the depth and dimension to those flowers. She's used the 8x8 frames in the background, and you can just see how lovely that looks. And how fabulous does that diamond look in the middle as well with the sentiment on. It's just absolutely lovely. So then next up, we have got, oh, this one's really nice as well. This is one from Christine. So this is using lots of the little, these are the summer flowers in the to create the beautiful kind of floral elements. But you can see how she's created an easel card with this as well. So using the border as the easel stopper, using the 8x8 frames, and using that lovely diamond in the middle too. But you can see how lovely and soft and delicate that looks. So, so pretty. Using the coral pearl paper on this one, I think it is. Next up, we have got this. I'm not going to show you that one yet. I'm going to show you this one. This is another one from Christine. So she's used the beautiful vellum on the flowers. She's then used the border in the background, and she's cut it 3 times. Popped a little bit of glitter behind, and you can see how beautiful that looks. And then using that floral lace background here to create the centre panel. And then we've got this one here, which is one from Rebecca, where she's used the floral lace border down the side. She's then popped the cutting edge either side of the border, so it's cut out like the strip. She's popped some glitter behind, used one of the frames in the middle for our sentiment, but you can see how lovely that's looking. Another little DL card from Christine as well. So you can see she's cut hers into the card, and you can see how fabulous that then looks. Mixing and matching that all together, it looks really, really pretty, using the flowers and adding a little vellum wrap around the centre as well. It just looks so, so lovely. Next up, I think this is one from Glynis. Yes, it is. So again, this will be appearing on my blog. That's a little sneak peek, happy birthday. You don't need to look at that bit yet. So that's using the 8x8 frames in the background, using the floral lace background as well. It's so, so pretty. And honestly, these are so easy to craft with as well. If you've got any flowers at home, maybe you've got a little box made up, these are going to go absolutely perfectly with them. Another gorgeous card from Glynis here, using the lovely navy blues, using those 8x8 frames. And everyone loves our 8x8 frame dies because it just makes making your cards so much easier. And again, these are going to mix and match with your basic squares as well, so you can be matting and layering those up. Next up, this is from Christine, and you can see how beautiful this looks. I love how Christine does these kind of beautiful ribbons on her projects as well. They always look so, so lovely. And this looks so nice in the fresh kind of yellowy colours too. Really, really pretty. So she's built a background up. She's used one of the beautiful papers in the background, and then she's done her flowers onto vellum and inked the back of them. She's used that lovely floral lace background just in the back there. Look at how stunning that looks. It's absolutely beautiful. And then next up, we have got another one from Christine here. Anne's asking what has been used to make them all so shiny. It's our fabulous Sparklicious Glitter Ran. It's just super, super sparkly. So we've used lots of different colours on the finished samples. This one here is using Crystallina. So you can see how she's just stuck the border onto a double-sided adhesive sheet and then popped the Crystallina glitter through and added the little jewels. We've got that beautiful flower in the centre as well, and you can see how lovely that then looks. This one is from Rebecca, using the lovely diamond in the middle, using those beautiful patterned papers as well, and the colours are really nice and fresh on this one. They look so, so lovely. Next up, we have got this one here, which is the most beautiful raspberry pink kind of coloured card. This is our azalea pearl card and paper. You can see how Rebecca's used loads of different glitters on here to kind of build this up. So we've got the 8x8 frames in the background, and then we've got the beautiful flowers as well going across the middle, and it just all looks so lovely and coordinated together. And again, this is using the Christmas magnolia flower stamp, and that flower is not just for Christmas, it's for all year round, and it just creates the most beautiful floral images. Next up, we have got this one from Christine, and I thought this was a really cool idea actually. So she's made this into a shaker card. So we'll give that a little shake. You can see the little sequins shaking inside. But what she's done is she's used the floral lace background, but she's cut an aperture in a circle. So then it gives you a different shape to the frame, because it is a really nice and kind of large die. You can do things like this with it. So it looks so lovely. Next up, this is one of mine, okay, and this is a sneak peek, okay, because what we are going to do is we are going to run a stamp along. So if you love our kind of online interactive classes, you are going to love creating this one with me. So this is going to be the next stamp along project. So this will be taking place on the 1st of February. The email with the instructions and your material list will be coming out to you next week, and then you can join me live here on Facebook 1st of February at 2 p.m. where we'll be creating this beautiful project. Okay, next up we have got this gorgeous card from Glynis. So Glynis has used the 8x8 frames in the background here, and then she has used the floral lace background die there too. And she's used the diamond. So she's really mixed and matched a lot of elements within this little collection. Next up, we have got, I've only got another couple to show you, and then I'm going to show you how to use them. Then we've got this gorgeous card from Rebecca using the backing papers, using the vellum to create our flowers, adding a little bit of acetate onto there as well. And then can you see how she's matted and layered the background up? These are the plain colours from the paper pad. So you can see how lovely that then looks. Next up, we have got this gorgeous card from Glynis. Again, this one will be going on the blog, but you can see how she's cut away the edges to create this beautiful kind of lacy border. And then she's added in the flowers, added in the foliage, so you can see how fab that then looks. Okay then, I'm going to pop a little picture in of some finished samples again. I'm going to knock the sound off, and then I'm going to show you exactly how to use these lovely stamps and dies. I'm also going to have a little drink because I feel like my mouth's a little bit dry. So I will be back with you all in a couple of seconds. Right then, hello everyone. I've had a quick run round and put the finished card samples back. So we are ready to go, and I'm going to show you exactly how to use this beautiful new collection. So we're going to get started. I'm going to do a little bit of the die cutting with the 8x8 dies. I'm going to pop the overhead camera on so you can see exactly what I'm doing, and I'm going to show you how to create some beautiful flowers. And I'm also going to be using some new Wow embossing powders that we've got on the website. So the colour that I've chosen for this project is called Powdered Snow, and it's really lovely. So yes, you'll be able to have a look at that one on the website. Right then, I'm going to dive on in. I'm going to pop the overhead camera in so you can see exactly what I'm doing. There we go. Okay then, and we're going to get started. So I'm going to start off with I've got a piece of card that I've cut down to 8x8, okay? What I'm going to do is I've got my square die, so this is one of those gorgeous frame dies. I'm going to pop this down onto here. I'm going to tape it in place. Now what we've found with these dies is, I'm going to show you how to tape them in place. Let me just grab my scissors. Oh, we've had a right good tidy round in this craft room this week. It's all looking very spick and span, but I have to say I'm struggling to find things now. So you'll have to bear with me if I'm struggling to find scissors and things. Right then, so what we're going to do is take our tape and we're going to pop it diagonally across the corners like this. Okay, this is Scotch low tack tape that I'm using, and you want to make sure that your tape is low tack before you do this. By doing this, it stops your card from moving. So I tape all four corners like this, and then I use a Gemini die cutting machine. This die will fit through any of your A4 die cutting machines, but you do need an A4 machine to do this. And then I'm going to grab my Gemini plates in. So the pressure of my Gemini is pretty high. So I just tend to use my base plate, my plastic shim. Then I'm going to pop my card with my die, cut side up, like that. And then I'm going to take my cutting plate and pop it over the top. I'm going to run that through my die cutting machine. Just wondering actually, I'm going to move my die cutting machine so you can see it a little bit. There we go. So I'm going to run it through, like so. Okay, and what you'll probably find is when we remove the cutting plate, it'll cut two sides and two sides won't be cut perfectly, but we're not going to stress about that. That is what we want. So we're then going to flip that round like so, and we're going to run it through again. I think I've just knocked my card a tiny fraction there. Let me see if I can rescue that. There we go. So I'm going to run that through again, and I've got one where I've already pushed the bits out. Got over here. There we go. So then when we remove this, you're going to remove your die from your card, like so. And you've got your beautifully die cut frame, so you can see how lovely that then looks there. So you're going to push out all of the little bits and pop that to one side, and I've got this one that I've already kind of pushed all the little pieces out here. So next up we're going to add a little bit of sparkle to this, because as you all know, we are known for our glittery projects here. So I'm going to take a piece of scrap paper. I've got my lovely die cut, and I'm going to take a chisel tip glue pen. Let me just dig this one out of the box. Okay, so we're going to take our chisel tip glue pen, and what I'm going to do is just literally scribble along the edge, like so, and then dunk that into my glitter pot. Okay, so we're just going to work our way down, scribbling this over, like so, and then dunk this into the glitter. So the cardstock that I'm using is our beautiful Crystal White Pearl card. Again, this is all available on the website at chloescreativecards.co.uk. We do sell the Crystal White Pearl card in a pack of 50 as well, because we know that you are going to use so much of this when you are crafting at home. So we're going to just drag the glue along the edge, like so. And then we're going to cover our card with the glitter. You can see how we've got that beautiful glittery border going on there. Okay, what I've then done is I've taken a little piece of our lovely rose quartz mirror card, and I've just trimmed that down so it's going to fit in the middle. So I did that with my guillotine, and then I took the little border that's got the stitched edge, so the next layer down in the pack, I've die cut it from one of the beautiful papers, and I'm going to layer that together. I'm going to stick that down with some foam pads for the mirror card layer. Okay, so we're going to just work our way around, popping the foam pads on the back of here. Okay, and then we're going to take the backs off of this, like so. There we go, and then we're going to pop that down onto our card. That one there. And then we're going to stick this lovely green layer on the top of here. To do that, I'm just going to use a little bit of my Collall all-purpose glue, which is the glue that I use all the time for my mats and layers. So just twist that up. Nearly took the full lid off then, that would have been a little bit of a disaster, wouldn't it? But there we go. So I'm going to stick that down, position that onto our card, like so. Okay, and then what I've done is I've taken a piece of the paper, this is from the Beautiful Paper Pack, and we've just added a little bit of Crystallina glitter around the edge, and I'm going to use the plain side, and we're going to mat this onto here, and then this would normally get stuck to my card blank. We are waiting for card blanks to come in at the moment, so I haven't actually got an 8x8 card that I can stick this one onto, but you'll still get the exact same idea. Okay, so I've gone for pink and green for this card, which I know may be a little bit controversial, a little bit different, but trust me, when we get the flowers on here, it looks really beautiful and fresh. So I'm going to whip the backs off these foam pads. Like so, of course, these are our foam pads on a roll, which are an essential. They are fabulous. They make your crafting so much easier. Right, so that's going to get stuck onto there. So you can see how we've kind of got this lovely matten layer built up. What I've then done is, let me grab the little bits that I've got ready. I've taken the frame, and this is from the Floral Lace background die set. So the outer frame, and we're going to die cut that out of some Crystal White Pearl card. So again, the exact same plate combination. We are going to use your purple base plate, your plastic shim, and your cutting plate on the top. And we're going to send that through the die cutting machine, like so. Okay then. So we're just running that through. I'm noticing that lots of you are setting alarms for 6 o'clock tonight there in the comments. Okay, we're going to then flip that round, so rotate 90 degrees and run that back through the die cutting machine, like so, and that's going to give us a beautifully die cut border. Again, I've got one where I've pushed all of the little bits out, so you'll be able to kind of see how that works and comes together. Okay, so we're going to lift that away, and then when we lift this off, I've taped this well into place. That is something that you do need to do with your more decorative dies, definitely. Make sure you've got plenty of tape on there. Make sure you've got them well taped into place. So what I've then done is used a little pokey tool, poked out all of the bits, okay, and that's given me this lovely frame. ready to go onto my card. Now, of course, again, I need to add a little bit of sparkle onto there. So I'm going to use a little bit of my Crystalina glitter again that I've got in the tub here. Okay, and I'm just going to use my chisel tip glue pen. Again, we've got these available on the website. I'm going to drag the glue along the edge and then dunk that into the glitter, like so. Okay, so we're just working our way through, adding these in. Okay, so just going to colour in with your glitter in effect. Drag along the side, like so. There we go. Okay, then any little leftover bits of glitter I'm going to chuck back into the tub there. Okay then, so what I have then done is I've taken a piece of that lovely rose quartz mirror card again that I'm going to stick in the middle. I think I've just trimmed this one down with my guillotine. A little bit of extra glue on there. I was going to just wipe that under the table, but seeing as the table's brand new, I won't do that. There we go. So we're going to stick that onto there. I'm going to pop some foam pads onto the back of here. Grab my foam pads in again, like so. So we're just going to layer this up. Okay, a few foam pads on the back. And see, there's a few questions about the GSM of card. I'll be honest, the GSM of card isn't necessarily that important. You can have a high GSM, but the card can still feel quite thin. So I'm using 285. This is our luxury pearl card. But you just want a nice quality card, to be honest, is what I tend to use. So I'm going to pop that at a little bit of a jaunty angle, just across the middle. Okay. Then what I've done is I've die cut out that beautiful floral lace background. Okay, so to do this, I have taken the little pierced frame die and the background die. I've lined those up. I'm going to tape those down onto my card. Again, I'm just using our crystal white pearl card. Add another little bit of tape just to the other side as well. And then I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine. Now to die cut this one, I'm going to use my base plate, my plastic shim, my magnetic shim, my die cut side up, my cutting plate on the top. Okay, and then we're going to run that through the machine. Like so. Okay then. So there we go. Oh, Patricia, trust me, I'm not normally this fast. It's because I'm well prepared. I've got a plan in my head. I know what I'm doing. Right then, so we're going to remove this. Yeah, that looks like that's all cut through. So we're going to lift that out, and then we just need to push through all of these little bits, but you can see they're just falling out. These dies are such fabulous quality. They really do cut out really nicely. You can just get in there with your little pokey tool. Just push some of the pieces through, okay? So just like I have been doing, and then I've got one that I've already done. So I've pushed all the little bits out because I feel like it's boring watching me do that bit. So I'm going to pop that to one side, and I've got a piece of the lovely pink patterned, this is from the patterned paper pad, and I'm going to use the plain side of it, okay? So we're going to use this side. I've got a double-sided adhesive sheet. And what we're going to do is stick our die cut onto the double-sided adhesive sheet. Okay, so I'm going to take the backing off carefully, like so. I'm going to flip this round and I'm going to stick this onto the back of the die cut like so. Okay, so when we turn that over, we've now in effect made the background sticky. I'm going to grab in my little leftover waste piece of paper and give it a good rub down and a good press. Okay. And then we're going to take the backing off of here. So it's now sticky on both sides. And we're going to stick that down onto our pink paper. That little bit there where I've just gone a little bit over the edge. I'm just going to tuck that around. Okay, so then you're going to have the lovely pink just behind here, which is lovely. But what you can then do is take your glitter. So I'm going to go in with Crystalina. Sprinkle a little bit of that on there. Take a bit of scrap paper and then you can just rub the glitter into the die cut like this. Give it a good press down and then we're going to tap away the excess. Oops. And then look at how beautiful that then looks. Look at that sparkle. Okay, this is what is going to add that extra bling to your project. Our beautiful Sparklicious glitters. They look absolutely fabulous. So that one's Crystalina. So Crystalina is a neutral kind of glitter. So whatever colour you put underneath is going to shine through. Okay. So what we are then going to do is we are going to take this one. Okay, I'm going to pop that one down onto here. So we've just got that very fine little pink border just around the edge. And then I'm going to take a little bit of glue just onto the back of here. Like so. And then that's going to go onto here. And you can see how lovely that is now looking. So we've kind of got the base for our card made up. So what I want to show you how to do now is how to create beautiful flowers like this one. Okay, really, really easy to do. So what we're going to do is we are going to, I'm going to get rid of that bit of scrap paper because it's got glue on. We're going to take another piece of that beautiful pink paper from the Floral Dreams paper pad. I'm going to grab my little anti-static bag and I'm also going to grab in a Wow clear embossing ink pad. Okay, if you've been waiting for any Wow powders or anything as well, a lot of them are back in stock now on the website, so please do have a little look. We are going to take a little anti-static bag to start with and we're just going to dust our card with the anti-static. Okay, we've then got the Christmas Magnolia stamp, which I've got stuck on my block, so I'm using the large one. And we are going to stamp and emboss 2 of these. Now I'm using one of the brand new Wow powders on the website. This one's called Powdered Snow. Okay, and it's a really nice, it's like white, but it's got, can you just see that there? There we go. It's white, but it's got like a pearlescent finish to it, so it's really, really lovely. It's perfect for creating your flowers with, using on your foliage, using for backgrounds as well, it would be really nice. So we're going to use that one. So I'm going to stamp 2 of these out. So 1, lift off, and 2. And this is the Christmas Magnolia flower stamp that I'm using. So this one does come with dies as well as stamps. Okay, so we're going to stamp that down. We're going to lift that off and then we're going to take a little bit of scrap paper. Let's just grab one. And I'm going to cover the image with the embossing glitter. Okay, so of course with embossing glitters you need to heat these to set them. I'm going to tap away the excess. It's going to go straight back into the jar. And then we're going to heat this one up. So, we're going to grab our heat gun in. And we're just going to heat up the image. So all I'm doing is chasing that embossing powder. As soon as that embossing powder changes, I'm moving the heat gun. There we go. So then you can take a little bit of your distress ink. So I'm using spun sugar. This isn't an oxide either that I'm using, it's just a standard one. Okay. And then we're going to just ink in the middle. And can you see how it just adds a little bit of shading to the centres of the flowers? So what you would then do is cut out your flowers, okay, which I've already done over here. And then I've just gone in and I've used my Dries Clear PVA, this one here. And I've just gone in and on the ends of like the little stamens on the flower, I've just popped a little dot of glue. And I've covered it with Crystallina glitter. So if I just hold that up, there we go, you can see how that then looks. So what I'm now going to do is just pinch down the centres of the petals like so. Okay. So we're just pinching down the middle to add some shape to the flower. I'm then going to use a little bit of Pinflair glue gel, which I think Rebecca might still have over there. Potentially. Thank you. A little bit of Pinflair glue gel. This is terrible, we've been sharing things. So that's going to just layer up together like so. Okay, and you can see how fabulous that then looks. Okay, so what we are now going to do is I've taken the same stamp, I've taken some heat resistant acetate. So the acetate that I use is actually Crafter's Companion. I've stamped the image, I've embossed it in that powdered snow, wow powder again, and it's going to go really, really quickly, that embossing powder, when you're on heat resistant acetate. And then I've gone in and added some of our little self-adhesive sparkles to the middle. So can you just see how they're looking there? Then what I'm going to do is pull the petals up towards me. So I'm literally putting a crease in the bottom of the petals. Okay. And you can be quite rough with these as well. You don't have to be too timid and gentle. And then we're going to overlay that into the centre. So we're going to add a big blob of glue gel on the back. That's going to go down into the middle, like so. And then I've taken the little stamen die that comes, I don't know how I've done that, I've stuck the jewel on the wrong side. There we go. I've taken the little stamen die that comes with the Christmas magnolia. I've die cut it from a scrap piece of the crystal white card. And then I've put some little jewels on the end of here as well. Okay, so you can see how pretty that then looks. And then what you're going to do is pull these little stamens up towards you. Blob of glue on the back. Okay. And then we're going to pop that down into the middle of the flower. Okay. And then I've got one of our little jewels from our bling box to go in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to pop that down there. It's like I almost threw that in there, wasn't it? And if I hold that up, there we go. You can see how beautiful that flower is looking. If you want to learn more about flower making as well, join me in the stamp along on the 1st of February. We're going to do like a full class kind of, and it's going to be focused on the flower making. Okay, so I'm going to pop that to one side, and we're going to keep building up our project. So let me grab my card blanket. Here we go. So I've got my two little flowers. Lost a jewel from the middle of this one. Let me stick that in. There we go. What you can do as well once your glue gel's dried is you can flatten it down a little bit. I do sometimes like to do that. So I'm going to pop two flowers here, like so. Okay. And then I'm going to pop a blob of glue gel on the back. I love pink and green as a colour combo as well. I think it's really nice and fresh. It's just something a little bit different. A little, maybe try challenging yourself this year using different colours and things. I say that, I will still probably make a lot of pink cards, I'm sorry. I just can't help myself. There we go, so you can layer up your flowers. I've then taken some foliage, and this is from the Dazzling foliage set. I actually found this pre-done, so it's stamped and embossed. and then it's got some green glitter on the back. That's onto heat resistant acetate, and we're going to tuck that in behind the flowers. Okay, a little blob of glue on the back, that's there, and that one there. Okay, so you can see how pretty that's then looking. And then I've taken Birthday Wishes, which is from the Birthday Sentiment Builder, and I've stamped that again. This is in one of the new Wow powders that's on the website. I think this is called Platinum, I've got it here, Pure Platinum this one's called. So if you like how this one is looking, okay, this is the Pure Platinum Wow powder. It's a really lovely colour. It's kind of got like a pearlescent finish to it. It's really, really lovely. So that's a nice one if you want to try a new colour. So we're going to stick this down onto our card. I think I'll just use a couple of foam pads to stick this little bit down. So foam pad here, here, and one here. There we go. We're going to whip the backs off. And we'll pop that there, like so. And then I'm going to take the wishes part. And then I'll pop that there. Okay. And then I'm going to just add in, let me see if I've got some jewels in my drawer here. I'm going to add 3 pink jewels just into that top corner there. I just think it needs a little bit of colour. So I'm going to add 3 of those. Okay, and I'm going to take some tweezers. Okay, so then we'll pop that one there. So doing them in like a little line, like so, and that would then be your finished card. Okay, so that's using lots of different elements from the lovely Blooming Frames collection. So you can see how we've used the 8x8 dies, we've used the floral lace background, we've used one of the new Wow powders called Powdered Snow. We've been using the Christmas Magnolia stamp, and of course we've used lots of jewels and bling on here too, and lots of Crystalina glitter. So I really hope you've enjoyed watching me make that project. I'm going to pop some finished card samples in for you to have a look at, and I'll knock the sound off, and then I will just get ready for my next demo because I'm going to show you how to make a little DL card as well. Okay, so I'll be back with you all very, very soon. Right then, there we go. That should be better. You should be able to hear me now. So I'm going to show you how to make a nice quick and easy DL card next. So we're going to be using that beautiful floral lace border die. That was the one I wanted to pick up. The bit of white card wasn't very helpful, but you can see how lovely that is when it's die cut out. So I'm going to show you how to die cut this into your card to create a really pretty little DL card blank. So I'm going to pop the overhead camera back in. Honestly, this new table, I feel like I'm having to reach miles to press the buttons on the iPad here. There we go. Right. So we are going to get started. So we're going to start off with our lovely die. And what I've done is I've taken a piece of card. From memory, I think it's about 3 inches by 7 inches, or maybe 3.5 by 7. And I've just popped my die down in the centre. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut this into the card. You do get your 2 little border strips as well, so if you want to cut it out and have a fancy kind of shaped strip, you can. If you want to cut one side away, you can. If you want to cut the other away, you can. Or you can cut it into the card like we're going to here. So I'm going to bring back in my Gemini plates, and I'm going to use my base plate, my plastic shim, my magnetic shim. I'm going to flick it over and pop that down here, and then I'm going to take my cutting plate and pop that on the top, and we're going to run that through our die cutting machine. Okay, there we go, and then we'll grab that when it gets to the other side. There we go. Oops, and then we'll lift that away. There we go. This is when you need a hoover in your craft room to pick up all the little die cut bits, but you can see how these literally just fall out. They cut out so beautifully. There we go. Okay, so you would just work your way through and push all the little bits out. Use your little pokey tool as well, that quite often helps. So I'm going to pop that to one side because again I've got one I've already done. Okay, and we're going to use some of the beautiful papers as well. So I've got one of the lovely patterned birthday papers, and I'm doing this card in yellow, something a little bit different. Again, I'm going to have to add a little bit of glitter to those borders because it wouldn't be a Chloe card without a little bit of sparkle. So I'm going to use Crystallina again. I'm just keeping it really nice and simple. Using our Crystallina glitter. Okay, and then we are going to drag our chisel tip glue pen just along the side. Like so. Okay. And then this way. Really think I should maybe treat myself to a new chisel tip glue pen. This one's looking a little bit tatty now. There we go. And then we'll pop that into there. So you've got that lovely glittery border just going around the edge of your card. Okay, so I've got my little DL card blank somewhere. There it is. I'm going to stick my paper down onto here. I feel like DL is really kind of coming back into fashion, isn't it? Everyone's making DL cards at the moment. And they are a nice size, something a little bit different, aren't they? There we go. So I'm going to pop that one down onto here. Like so. And then we've got a little piece of white card and another different pattern of yellow. That's what the word I was trying to think of there. So again, this is all from that Floral Dreams paper pad, which is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so then we're going to pop that down onto here. Okay, I'm going to flip that over and I'm going to pop some foam pads on the back. Let me just grab my foam pads in. There we go. Like so, and then we'll whip the backs off of here. Okay. Do you know what else I think is nice for DL? If you're using A4 paper and card, quite often if you're making 8x8, you're left with that little strip, aren't you? DL's perfect for utilising up all those little strips. I'm going to pop that onto here. And then again, I've got a piece of double-sided adhesive. So we're going to peel one side off. Oh, this is going to be fun because it's not got the easy peel edge left on for me this time. There we go. Right, so we're going to peel this bit away here. And I'm going to flip this over. Pop that behind the die cut. Like so. Pull that nice and tight. And then I'm going to just rub over with my kind of carrier sheet just to press that all down. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to peel the back off of here. So that's now really sticky. I'm going to stick this down onto my card blank. Like so. Okay. And then I'm going to grab in my Crystalina glitter again. Take a little bit of this, sprinkle it over, and then you're going to give it a little rub with your fingers, like so. Rub that glitter into the adhesive sheet. There we go. And then we're going to tap away the excess. And then you can see, again, look at the glitter that we've got in the background there. Really try to show you, but I don't know if the camera is picking it up all that well, to be honest. There we go. Right, okay, so we've got that lovely border going on. What I've then done is I've already done these so that the ink was dry. So I've taken our Rose Mallow flower stamp and die set. I've stamped and embossed them onto vellum. So I've done 3 medium and 3 small, and I've used that lovely powdered snow, wow powder again. I've cut them out and then I've flipped them over, a little bit of cut and dry foam on the back with a little bit of scattered straw distress oxide. Okay, so I've just added a little bit of colour to the middle of the flowers. Then we're going to flip this over. I'm going to take a pair of tweezers. Now it's really important that your tweezers are straight edge. Okay, they need to be like this pointy type of tweezer. You're going to pop it down the middle of the petal and give it a little twist. So you're literally, oops, holding it between your finger and thumb and twisting it. Okay, so as you can see as well, I'm revisiting a lot of our older designs when I'm showing you how to use these dies as well for the embellishments. So we're just going to twist round like so, adding that little kind of bend into the middle of the petals. Okay, so we're going to twist this round like so, and then we're going to layer this up. So I'm going to use a little bit of 3D glue gel onto the back. So I'm going to pull the little petals up, a little bit of glue gel, and then pop that down and press, twist it round, give it a little shimmy round. There we go. Okay, I'm going to pull those petals up towards me, and then I'm going to pop that down onto here like so. That little press down, and you can see how pretty that flower then looks. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little jewel to go in the middle. I'm going to take one of these yellow ones out of the sugared bling box. Okay, and we're going to pop a decent sized blob of PVA glue in the middle. There's a little bit more. I'm going to drop that little jewel just into the centre there. There we go. And you can see how pretty that little flower looks. Okay, so I'm going to pop that on here. I'm going to do exactly the same with the smaller one. So again, I'm going to take my tweezers, pop it down the centre of the flower and give it a good twist, like this. all the way around, just twisting those petals like so. And then the same with this one. Twist, 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 and twist. And the same with this one. So just going to keep on going like so, twisting these flowers. And I do feel like on our YouTube channel there is a video that shows you exactly how to do that. Okay, so we're going to layer this up again. So a little bit of glue gel just on the back, and then this is all getting layered together like so. Little blob of glue in the middle, and add your little jewel in. Okay, and then we're going to grab in our card blank. Just a little bit. I want to do this carefully because I don't want the jewels to drop out. I'm going to put one here, one here. Okay, so just going to layer those up like so. Of course you could add a little bit of foliage in behind there if you want as well. And then I've got one of our little sentiments. This is from an old sentiment set. I think this is a birthday sentiments actually, it might be. I'm going to layer this together like so. I'm going to stick that down. There we go. And I'm going to add a couple of foam pads just onto the back here. Stick that down. Okay, and that there would be your completed little card. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do with these two cards that we've made today, so we've made this lovely DL one and we've made this 8x8 one as well, is I will wait until on Monday we'll pick out 2 orders that are placed from the launch tonight and over the weekend, and I'll send a little surprise out to 2 people from a couple of the orders on the website. So I'll pop a little card in there as a little surprise, a little hello from us there. Okay, so I really hope that you have enjoyed watching me create those 2 projects. I'm going to pop the little camera back onto me so that actually I'm going to grab something first. Let me grab this card first. There we go. Right, and then I'm going to turn the camera back round so that you can see me. There we go. Right then, so I really hope that you have all enjoyed today's Facebook Live. Thank you all so much for joining me. It's been so much fun. I love doing these lives. I love kind of sharing all the techniques, showing you all the demos, explaining how to use everything and all such like. So I really hope that you have enjoyed today. Thank you all so much for your lovely comments as well. It really is very, very appreciated. And I know that Rebecca's been answering some of your questions as well. So hopefully that's helped everyone out there too. If you would like to join me for a stamp along, we will be creating this beautiful gatefold project on the 1st of February. The email will be going out next week, all about details of what you need to do the project, the step-by-step instructions and all such like. But I will actually be doing the live stamp along class on the 1st of February right here on the Chloe's Creative Cards page. So please do have a little look over, and if you'd like to join me, it would be fabulous to have you all joining in. If you haven't done one of our stamp alongs before, it is basically an online class. So about a week before, we pop a list of ingredients up, step-by-step instruction sheet as well, so that you can craft along with me, and I literally make this card in real time with you at home, okay? And I give you all of my little tips and techniques as we go, and if you've got any questions, I will be answering you as I go as well, hopefully. Some questions, I don't always get to them all, but I try and answer as many as I possibly can. So yes, it's literally like having our own little craft class all together. So that will be happening on the Chloe's Creative Cards Facebook page and also on the YouTube channel as well. If you haven't done so already, give our Facebook page a like, and please do subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we have got loads of videos that we're going to be posting on there very, very soon. If you love the Blooming Frames collection, you need to hop over to chloescreativecards.co.uk at 6 p.m. tonight, where you'll be able to order all of the brand new goodies. Thank you everyone for joining me today.